Welcome to this tutorial on how to set up OpenControl to control Live's looper. Let's have a look at the controller editor. Here is an example of how it can be set up. This page will be available for download in the comments of this video. Of course, you can place any action on the button of your choice. The display shows the looper number along with its name. Button 1 will be mapped to the looper's big button. Launching the looper needs to have an accurate timing, so Snap is activated for button 1. LED 1 will show the looper's state. Button 2 will be mapped to the looper's clear button. A long press will clear all the loopers. Double press will be freely mappable. Button 3 will arm the looper's track, and button 4 will mute the looper's track. And the corresponding LEDs will show the arm and mute status. A long press on button 4 will add the selected looper to the loopers list. A double press will select and display the looper in Live. Buttons 5 and 6 will be used to navigate through the loopers list. Now let's switch to Live. Here is how Live's preferences must be set up. Some of Looper's functions cannot be controlled by the control surface script. So we need to use OpenControl both as a control surface and do some MIDI mapping at the same time. Here is a blank set with 4 audio tracks. Let's add a looper on track 1. In order to make OpenControl detect it as looper number 1, we need to add looper 1 between brackets to its name. So let's rename the device guitar, open bracket, looper 1, close brackets. As soon as we press enter, the display will show L1 for looper 1 and the name of the device. Now, let's do the MIDI mapping. We enter MIDI mapping mode by hitting Command or Control M. We select the looper's big button, then press button 1. We can see that the MIDI note C0 channel 16 was mapped. Let's now map button 2 to the looper's clear button. We can see that MIDI note C0 channel 15 was mapped. Likewise, we can map the double press of button 2 to undo. This will result in note C0 channel 14 being used. So, a looper will always use the same note over several MIDI channels. Looper 1 is C0, looper 2 is C#0, looper 3 is D0, and so on. And each MIDI map button will have its own channel. MIDI map 1 is channel 16, MIDI map 2 is channel 15, up to MIDI map 6, that is channel 11. The MIDI message that each button sends is updated each time a looper is selected. That's how the magic happens. So let's add another looper. This time, instead of renaming the looper, I'm going to hold button 4. This automatically adds looper 2 to the name of the selected looper. Let's add a third looper. Holding button 4 will add looper 3. Now, let's select the previous looper by pressing button 5 and show it in Live by a double press on button 4. Let's do the MIDI mapping for looper 2. As expected, button 1 is now C#0 channel 16, button 2 is C#0 channel 15, button 2 double press is C#0 channel 14, and button 4 double press is C#0 channel 13. In order to map looper 3, we must exit MIDI map mode. Otherwise, we are going to map CC49 channel 16, which is select next looper. Now we can select a looper, launch recording, show the looper in Live, select another looper and show it, launch recording. The LED will reflect the state of the selected looper. I can clear it with button 2 and launch another recording. I can clear all the loopers by holding button 2. Another option is to have the LEDs show the state of loopers 1 to 6. This way, we can monitor several loopers at the same time. You'll see that with some practice, this is set up very easily. Have a happy looping time, and thanks for watching.